In this next video tutorial, we're going to grab some real text from websites in order to copy and paste it into Dreamweaver. And so, first thing that we need to do is we need to open up our Dreamweaver and have our file open, and we also need to open up Internet Explorer and find some websites that have content that we're interested in. So I've got a couple different places I can get content from. I have the general information page from the hikewesternnorthcarolina.info website, and I can go ahead and see that under general information about Chimney Rock Park, I do have a couple paragraphs of text. So this is not too bad for me to start with. I'm going to select this text by clicking and dragging around it and hit copy, which is Control-C. You can also go up to Edit, Copy. And let's go to Dreamweaver. And I want to select the content area of my website, and I can go ahead and delete some of this other stuff. So I'm going to select where all the content, not the title. And I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to notice a couple things here. When I have paste and I have paste special. You want to be very careful about copying and pasting text from other websites. You really want to go to Paste Special and make sure that you use text only. You'll see it does text only with structure, paragraphs, lists, tables, etc. And that works pretty well. But what you don't want is you don't want text with structure plus full formatting, because that can be a real pain. So we can do text with structure and click OK. And hopefully this will have made 2 paragraphs. And this works pretty well. That's a pretty good amount of text, and we'll be adding an image to this in the future. Let's go ahead and save that page as our index page and come up to our Trails page. Open File. You can just double click on it yourself. And I'm going to come back to my website here, and I can click on the Trails page and see if there's any good text here. But I really don't have a lot of great text here, so it might be good for me to go to a different website. So I'm going to find the Chimney Rock Park website itself and see what they offer about their park. If I go to Explore the Park, Our Trails, I'll find that this particular website has a little bit more information, just a little paragraph about the trails. So I'll click and drag around this text and select it and copy it with Control-C. Go back to Dreamweaver, and in the Trails page, let's go ahead and select the area that we want to paste the text into. Go to Edit, Paste Special, and let's paste our text with structure. Now we can hit an Enter after that and maybe list some trails. So we'll say some favorite trails of mine are, and now what we're going to do is we're going to put in an ordered list. Well, here's where you need to find the names of the different trails. So if I go back to the trails of Chimney Rock, I can see Cliff, Forest Stroll, Four Seasons, Outcroppings, and Skyline, and maybe a couple others. And here's where you want in Dreamweaver to actually put those in. So we had Cliff, Skyline, let's see what else we have. Forest Stroll, and so on. In order to turn these into a list, select the text and go over to the unordered list or ordered list icon and click on it. And you'll see that we now have a list of trails. And we could link these to our next page if we wanted to, if we had information about the page. We're going to be putting something down here in the future, so let's go ahead and make some text for it right now and say interactive trail map. I'm going to hit an Enter and say, look at this amazing Flash-based trail map coming in the future. Hit an enter. And now I'm going to go to my interactive trail map text and change this to an H3. Now notice it's red. That's because when we set up our styles before, we set up in H3 to be red. If we didn't like that color, we could change it right now, and it would change for all the different pages. So we'll be putting our Flash-based trail map here in the future, but we don't need to worry about it right now. Let's go on to our next video, which is creating graphics for this particular, or inserting a couple graphics, a couple photos into this particular website. Oh, of course, do make sure that you save your page before you go on.